Chinese Taipei shuttlers Chou, Tien, and Ying are household names in their home nation, and the elite players are well known among badminton fans across the globe. They are regularly in the limelight, and with the 2016 Olympic Games approaching, their fans will hope for Chou and Tsai to return home with medals in the two singles categories. With much of the attention on the nation's solo event representatives at the Games, men's doubles pair Sheng and Tsai Hsin are quietly content to not have to carry the weight of the country's expectations.
其实压力不在我们身上啊。
The pressure is not on us. In fact, we just made the cut for the Olympics as we were struggling quite a bit. But we are happy to have qualified, and there's no pressure on us to win. We will just do our best.
都可以去了嘛，那就是尽量把自己的实力拿出来。
Badminton Unlimited caught up with the duo recently in Taipei, and the pair talked about their preparations and hopes for the Olympics. Li and Tsai were candid about their struggles in keeping up with a strong field of players in men's doubles.
Nobody wants to lose in a competition, but I do admit that physically we are not as strong as many of the other players. We lose out because of that, but we will try our best in all the matches that we play.
The Race to Rio campaign that began in May last year had been a long and arduous 52-week journey for players across the world vying to book their place in the Olympics. Not only were Li and Tsai up against players worldwide, they were also in close competition with countrymen Chen and Wang Qilin. That's because in doubles, each NOC is allowed 2 representatives only if both are ranked within the top 8.
把自己放得比较
We were going all out and were determined to achieve good results, mainly because we had to compete with the other Chinese Taipei pair for the Olympic qualification. Both pairs were desperate for the chance to go to Rio, so we had to put in additional effort. During those few months, we were very tense because the rankings of both pairs were very close.
都咬得很接近。
Li and Tsai suffered a poor start to their qualifying campaign. Frequent early exits saw their world ranking take a tumble. With tiredness also setting in from non-stop competition, the pair dropped 9 places to number 14 by the end of 2015. So at the halfway point of the Olympic qualification race, Li and Tsai were drifting out of contention as counterparts Chen and Wang had the upper hand with a better placing in the Race to Rio rankings.
I think we performed better after having a short period of time to rest and to recharge. When we had back-to-back competitions, we didn't have time to brush up on our skills or do weight training to better ourselves. We were depending a lot on our current physical condition.
The 1-month break before the start of the 2016 season paid off for the Chinese Taipei tandem. Quarter-final finishes in several tournaments this year pushed them up the Race to Rio ladder. With more consistent performances, the pair overtook Chen and Wang in the rankings and booked their place to Rio, qualifying in 10th.
说不开心是骗人的嘛。
I would be lying if I say we were not overjoyed. This proved that our hard work had produced good results. I'm glad that we qualified for the Olympics.
可以去奥运也是蛮高兴的。
Preparations for the world's biggest sporting stage are in full swing for the pair, and nothing, it seems, has been left to chance. Expecting the environment to be different in Brazil, they have attempted to simulate the conditions similar to Rio during training.
Rio is at high altitude. Although it is not as high as some other countries, the speed of the shuttle is different at such altitude. Although our training condition mirrors the one in Rio, we can only make adjustments when we reach the venue because the difference in climate has an effect on the speed of the shuttle, as well as the strength of the air conditioning. During our training, we will get to understand how high the shuttles could go when we lift, so we could adjust our play accordingly.
Li and Tsai's daily training sessions are focused on improving their game, getting them fit and ready for August.
就是自己加强一些我们本身，就是比方说。
We work on the areas that we are weak in, and we also work on improving our coordination. For me, I try to reduce the unforced errors in the front and mid court. My smashes are not as aggressive as before, so I am working on that now. Senior Tsai is concentrating on his smashes and refining his strokes, so the training sessions are quite focused on improving our weaker
我们
areas.
两个就是针对自己缺点这样的训练。
The 2016 Summer Games will be the pair's second appearance. Lee was in the 2012 London Games with a different partner, while Tsai took part in the mixed doubles event in the Athens Olympics. But this year, they hope to make an impact in Rio de Janeiro as a pair.
经验其实，我觉得奥运里面其实经验。
I think there are many players in the Olympics who are more experienced than us. But the results at the Games can be quite unpredictable because even a world champion might lose in the first round. A lot depends on our performances.
姿态，然后就是去冲击上面的，把自己姿态摆低啊，对。
Lee Shengmu and Tsai Hsin. They might have stayed away from the scrutiny and pressures of the media, but they are certainly not ones to shy away from a good battle on the courts. The Chinese Taipei duo are going to give their all in Rio and hope to leave Brazil with good memories.